And we get a chance. Jackson at 9s and 3s. That's not a good start. Oh, we're open-ended. Whew. It's not the worst. It's not the worst. Oof, we just got counterfeit in a very ugly way. Oh, it's such a shitty counterfeit there, isn't it? He was so dead. He was so dead, and I was trying to figure out like what I'm supposed to do, and it feels like jamming's better. So I jammed, but super miserable spot there. Gonna raise call the 8s. Run into 6s. Get a little bit unlucky. Happens sometimes. Even to me. There we go. This is the table I'm looking for. Gonna check back turn. Seems fairly standard. Pretty sure this is how I'm supposed to bluff catch here. This range might just be the nuts, like at these limits in these games with these people, but we're gonna assume that they're a little bit better than that. I'm sure he's disappointed. What do you guys think? Probably right. Probably a little bit disappointed. Didn't take me very long, did it? Let's hold. Let's hold. There we go. Heads up with Josh. What up, Josh? What up, baby? How you doing, Josh? Let's go. Let's jam ace 2 offsuit, and then I can win, and we can just simplify my life. Let me simplify my shit, Josh. Just jam, brother. Just jam. Gonna check back the flop. Not always, but you know, with this hand a lot. Don't mind checking. So here we called 5s in the small blind and basically checked down to the river. And I'm folding. King 7 against Josh is 10-3. This is for all the chips in the 200. Fade a diamond and a 10 and a 3. There's a bunch of cards we have to fade. All right, so we got that one. Opening up 10s. Small blind jammed. Opening for an ASDFG call. Flop pretty good down here. Come on, ASDFG, make that call. Make that call, man. Make the call. One of you two go somewhere. There we go. 8-4-0 and Queen Jack O. Oof. Oof, that hurts. That must hurt. So this is for the cash if our 10 high can hold. Doesn't, unfortunately. Putting in the overbet here. Putting in the overbet with the pocket 10s. Trying to check this down, basically. Jacks here. Into 10-9. So we cash the 500. Tried to get all of the money in the with the 320. Tried. I was being greedy. Went for all of it. Didn't work. Ace Jack and a Queen 10 in the 500 for all of it. Let's go. Let's hold. Put out some low cards. Put out some low cards. Yes. Ace 5-0. Gotta get there now. It's all right. Happens. Gonna put out the donk bet. Just gonna call the 2-bet. Hope for the jam. Hope for the jam here. One club hand. Jacks. We win. Not the worst. Not the worst. Good way to pick up a couple $1,000. So, I mean, this does make sense with like 7s through aces. It's not like this doesn't make sense. I think the 6 of spade variation like matters at the margin. I think this is like super close, and you don't really want to call much. Like, I don't think like you don't really want to call pure, but like I think it matters that I have like a little bit of backdoor equity against some hands that are like 7s with no diamond or something, or 8s with no diamond. And they're all close. Like they're all like none of them are gonna be great, but like some of them just have a little bit more equity than others, and maybe that variation wants to call, and the other variations can fold or something. I mean, I'm aware that that range is going to be like a lot of pocket 7s. That's not surprising. But I don't think that means that my hand pure folds or anything like that either. So, whatever. Need an ace, or no, I need an ace. Oh, we'll take the 8. I was like, no, that's like, or a jack, but no, jack doesn't do it, but an 8 does it. Didn't think about an 8. There we go. I'm stupid. King 6 suited wasn't good enough. All right, I'm gonna go unregister lobbies. I promised I was going to. I'm not joking. Keep my word. Ace 3 into King Jack. I got the best hand. Not really, but you know, sort of. There we go. Win the 50. We're winning some sit and goes today. So I defended King 8 offsuit in the big blind, which seems really standard. And Sims, or more Sims, or whatever the fuck this guy's name is. We're gonna check raise. If I had a King 9 offsuit in the small blind, I'm gonna donk bet the flop because I feel like it. And it's a decent enough hand to check fold the turn with, to be honest, but I didn't feel like it, so. I'm gonna call. Just gonna continue to check this back, I think. Oh. Value bet the turn here. Can use a small sizing. Could use bigger ones. This one seems fine though. And I'm just gonna show down a pair of 5s and lose to a pair of 6s. Wouldn't have mattered if I bet. He wouldn't fold the gut shot, so. Not surprised to see the 2-bet here. It's gonna happen sometimes. Fairly often. Could 3-bet, but seems kind of meh. Thank you. I appreciate the lack of pressure on the river. Opponent had the ace of diamonds and a 3. That one. That hand. Hey guys, sorry for the rude interruption, but we've got one quick major BBZ announcement. One Connor B1, aka the #1 ranked player in the world, aka the best player to ever come out of BBZ Poker, is now creating content for the site. He's got a new video up with me on bbzpoker.com. You should all go check it out right now. And with that, you can get back to your video. Yeah, I think our stacks are close enough together. I think this range is wide enough, and I'm going to take the chip lead. I think this is okay to call. Oof. Maybe this might be a fucking disaster to call, by the way. That's what I mean. Like, these guys are going to have an edge in these spots. But I run the best, so it doesn't really fucking matter. He's probably like, you idiot! That's a fold with, like, kings. No, it's not a fold with kings, but you know what I mean. He has room to be upset. I have no idea if it's good or bad. It's probably bad. Feels like that range is wide enough, and, like, it feels like what ends up happening, like, from an FGS perspective, which is super nerdy, and that's fine. But nonetheless, is worth the risk. Seems good to jam this hand. Okay, gotta get lucky. Gotta prove that I run the best. Moment of truth. I run the best. I do indeed. What's up, guys? Second 500, heads up. Didn't have to do anything except for play really well to get here. All skill, no luck. What's up? Anybody tells you that shit, you tell them to go to hell. 10 high, 6.5 bigs. I have no fucking clue. I know for like 4 this is good. I think for 6 this is probably bad again. But, you know, again, I don't know. Maybe for 5 it's good. Yeah, for 6.5 I think I should fold it. That's a shitty jam. Don't do that. And don't use some bullshit excuse like, oh, I don't play this stacked up either. That's just a shitty fucking call. Or a shove. Don't make that shove. Just jam, dude. I was supposed to think there's some kind of magic trick going on. Ooh, I limp twice in a row. Scary. Easy to say that when you have ace queen offsuit, but it's not scary. It's pretty much like one of the better card distributions you can get heads up. Ace high again. I'm gonna get ace high again. Maybe I'll get it again, because I run the best. Let's fade a bunch of outs. Sad face. Okay. Gonna check this one. That river sucks. I was gonna value shove the river. And now I think that I should be bluff catching. Like, it's complicated. Like, it's not actually complicated. It's easy to explain, but I don't want to explain it on stream. I'd rather explain it in a seminar. It should be obvious when I say it, but for like those of you that it matters for. Sucks. It's fine. It's got aces sometimes too. Wouldn't have mattered. All right, so we're not loading any more hypers because we're going to take the break. And this is approaching the bubble and everything else. Like, this is just like, it's just important that I take this game seriously. Not that I need to one table it to do that, but let's hold. Okay, let's get there. We can still get there. Darn. This is fine. Like, this is like less greedy than what the other one was. I'm totally okay with this. This might not work. I might get jammed on, but I'm okay with this. Fold would be cool. It's an interesting card because it gives me a bunch of stuff to bluff with. It's a lot better than this. Yeah, I'm gonna check and lose. I don't mind shoving the river. I mean, like, shoving the river seems pretty fucking good. I think this range is like too strong and condensed around this type of interaction when it's got the weaker part. So I lose. I wave the flag. I like jamming. Like I said, I do think jamming's not bad. Most of my advice is more quantitative. Most of my advice involves like knowing a lot less about what the opponent's doing. I leave the maximally exploitative stuff for other people. Are there exploits I make? Absolutely. Where do they usually come from? My ability to, like, I'm usually exploiting people when I assess how difficult something might be for me to pull off. Like, if I understand how a spot works and I'm like, wow. For me to be bluffing the right weights here and the right frequencies takes an awfully lot. Like, there's an awfully lot of emotional this, that, and the other thing. I might fold if that's the case. If it's, or it just takes, like, we get into a situation where it takes a lot of sophistication because of how plus EV the checks are. Sometimes you get into a scenario where the checks are just they have so much EV as such that bluffing gets hard. Those situations, maybe I can make some exploits, but like mostly what I'm doing doesn't involve like maximally exploiting what some other guy's doing. I just don't have very good information about that, right? The math's easy in the sense that like it's all laid out for you, and how to deal with that is also not as easy, but knowable. Like, and I mean like really knowable, like permanently knowable, like truth, as opposed to I think my opponent's doing this today, and then you play with him tomorrow and you change your mind, and you don't really know. And you don't really know what he's doing because it's really hard to know what you're doing. A lot of people don't know how to communicate their own strategy or how they think, or they might, and for me, I play the same spot a bunch of different ways. So it's difficult for me to really get behind this, like, we're about to start this fucking conversation again. I don't want to start this conversation again. But yeah, I would say just use like a sound mathematical strategy unless you really fucking know. And if you really know, then fold. We're going to assume that we're fading a deuce with this player. We're going to assume that there's not a lot of 2x here. We are going to jam because we're trying to free roll him. If he's got a flush draw, it's good for us to jam. If he's got like 5-6, it's good for us to jam. So we're going to put it in now. And our opponent had the type of hand that we want to go in against on the turn. And then we lost, unfortunately. Happens too. Sometimes you lose. I don't think restealing this hand from this position is going to work. And we get a chance to get a healthy stack. So we're going to stack off. I was going to think about it at least. Jacks and 9s and 3s. That's not a good start. Oh, we're open-ended. But we don't get there. We lose to both hands. All right, guys. So we cashed for 600 bucks. And we've got our sit and goes. Ace queen. Jack 10, let's hold. It's a good start. It's a dangerous flop though. There we go. Good luck us. Ace jack suited against the 5 big blind jam. Okay, gotta fade clubs and like infinite other outs, and we lose, unfortunately. Happens. This ain't gonna be good enough. Josh with his 6th sense decides to limp first in when I have 7 deuce, but it doesn't work because I run the best. So, cheers, Josh. Peace, brother. Good luck today, man. Pack for what? Where are we going? We're moving. We bought a house. Sorry if you haven't been on the stream the last few days. You were yesterday. Yeah, we bought a house, so I've got to help her pack. We're moving. Spike. Let's get there. Take that. Let's hold. Let's hold. Boom. Got those chips back. Okay. Okay. Gotta win a flip. 4 against ace jack. Spike at 4. Oh, yes. We run the best on this channel. That's what we do. Love it. Heads up in another 500. Whew. These sit and go save today. Made money today because of these. Gonna call this. 4 big blinds. Jack 5 is the best hand. Let's hold. Got to fade that 7 and that 8, and those backdoor straight draws, which are now terminated. We win. Another, that's a $2,000 cash, basically $2,000 cash. Another 1,400 bucks we just won. So, let's go. Let's go check it out. It's fun to check. Let's go see the numbers. The undecided. How did we do? 34.63. I'll take it. It's not bad. 34.63 and 14 sit and goes. Go us. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Good luck to anybody that's playing. Again, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Introduction to Quantitative Strategies video. The new video with Connor, right? And check out those seminars with Ape Styles. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Enjoy whatever you're going to do. Bye-bye.